After my last fishing trip, I was officially hooked on fresh fish Rangoons. Fortunately, my coworker Pat had invited me out on another expedition with his buddy who runs Cape Cod Offshore charters. Oh, did we not bring a single water? I did not bring a water. I brought a lot of booze. We are going to be wrecked by the time we get off this boat. Castaway Tom Hanks.
Not looking great for the first cast, but it's the first of the day.
Hey, it's not about the cast. As long as you get in the water, you have a chance. Not to brag, but after we all threw our rods in the water, I was the first to get a bite. Let's go! Come on! Donnie!
We got a fish on, Donnie!
Oh, yeah, work the triceps! Holy shit, he's going! He's running!
Oh, he's a big boy!
Good one, Donnie! Holy shit! And it was a gigantic striper at that. Holy fuck, that's big! But unfortunately, it was too big.
Over the slot limit.
What size, like what's the money zone where you can keep it?
28 to 35 inches.
And how?
Close to 40 inches?
God damn, yeah, that's probably the biggest fish I've caught in my life.
Yeah, dude, you're already good. You caught your fish for the day.
Yes, now I just gotta hopefully get one keeper so I can eat tonight. Hey Pat, do you want to make a promise that if we don't catch a keeper, we don't eat for the rest of the day?
Can we drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're making
Okay.
that rope.
Patty's got the next one. Turns out Patty did not get the next one though. Once again, it was me.
Nice work, Donnie!
Who pulled up a feisty bluefish. But yeah, I've heard that the meat has to be like prepared a certain way or something like that.
Bluefish Rangoon?
Yeah, I think smoked bluefish, or they did the bluefish pate. It's I guess a little oily, but Rob the captain says they eat them all the time.
All right, I've eaten way grosser shit than bluefish, so I think I'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
If you're keeping score at home, I now had 2 fish to Pat's 0, and he was getting restless. Oh, Pat's getting pissed!
Donnie casting out 3 feet from the boat. He catches a big fish. I'm fucking hucking 100-yarders and it's nuts.
Pat's like, can we get back to just smoking beers? The only thing you're catching on this boat today is Corona, Patty.
Give me a slob, guy!
Pat is going to be belligerently drunk by the end of the day if he doesn't catch a fish.
Hey, Pat, you like game fish?
That's not the joke. The joke is not, do you like
gay fish?
fish?
That's the fucking guy's
You absolutely butchered it. 15 minutes later, though, we found a large school of black bass. We're in them, Patty. Cast away.
Oh, I'm getting a fucking jerk on this, Donnie. Don't reel it into the knot, because you don't want to fray on the line.
Don't fray it, spray it so we can fillet it. And Pat's luck was about to change. Pat's got something. That's a keeper. Can we Rangoon it?
Those make the best fish tacos.
And not long after his first fish, he pulled up another.
Yeah, guy.
That's a
You got a
fucking
picture?
hammer.
Oh, he just fucking flopped it.
Feel this thing. It's all
Feel it. Oh, so this is like its
Yeah.
version of a camel's hump? It's like
Yeah.
its
Oh, shit.
fat deposit?
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
fucking
that's gonna
wild.
go incredible in a Rangoon.
Is this good?
Who bumped that forward?
I guess it's good.
Is 2 fish in 30 minutes good, or should I get more?
Pat, let's not get cocky. It's been like 45 minutes. Well, now that he thought he was hot shit, it was time for me to get my rod back in the water. And within minutes, I had a black bass on the boat too.
Donnie, slap you one.
All right, slap him with the fish. That thing's beautiful. What does a slob mean? Is that like a large fish?
Yeah, it's just a big fish.
I like that term.
I'm used to getting slobs. These little fish aren't anything.
Now, I'm not trying to act like Pat and I are expert anglers. Everybody else on the boat started yanking these sea puppies up as well. They were nibbling at everything. It was almost too easy.
Oh, Rick, get it!
Look at this sea pup.
Hey!
Hey, Rick.
Get him in the boat.
Yeah, we're just spanking sea hogs out here today. What are we going to be calling bass Rangoons? Bassoons.
Pat's on.
Yeah, that thing's the size of like a rotisserie chicken. Oh, yeah.
Back up. All right.
How many black bass is that for you?
About a baker's dozen, done.
We were at it for so long that Pat and I even started syncing up our fish cycles. What do you got, Pat? Oh, I got one too. Hold it on too. Hold it. Oh, he's probably got a double. We got a double. Gotta get that in the truck. Oh, that's a good one. Whoa, it's in a big boat. Oh my God. Oh, that's a double. Me and you got those at the same time. Twins. Oh yeah, we got a couple twin hogs in the back of this boat. All right, okay, throw it back in, catch and release, guys. Everybody on the boat had enough black bass for at least 2 batches of Rangoons, which meant it was time to go hippo mode, crush some nooners.
Can you pass me a high noon?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Sláinte.
Do they float?
Oh yeah.
They float. Let's go. And drop a casual boat fact. And here we have another dilemma. Their first dilemma was not being able to afford that boat. Pat refused to put the rod down, though. Pat, just stop catching fish, all right, dude? We're done. We're trying to go in now. Oh, what did you do? What did I tell you about catching fish? I said we're done. We're going in. And then you try pulling those hijinks, and look where it got you.
Hey, this is faulty equipment.
Those hooks are dull.
Yeah, doll hooks. We didn't want to get greedy, so decided to head back in and start filleting the literal boatload of flappers we had in the back. After pulling in a few dock puppies just for fun, it was finally time to hit the kitchen and start gooning. All right, first I'm gonna slice up this bass, throw it quickly in a pan with some red pepper and garlic for like a minute. Then mix it with the cream cheese, the pickles, the tartar sauce, a little bit of salt, and we should be good to go. First black bass Rangoon, a little bit of sweet chili. Oh, they're hot. I think we need to let them cool down for a minute. I don't want the first reaction being, God damn, that's hot. I want the first reaction to be like, damn, that's good.
Wait that long.
That's tasty. Take a tiny dollop of the tartar sauce. That's incredible. Incredible day on the boat. Incredible day wrapping these up. I'm gonna go 9.6 on the taste of the black bass, 8.9 on the entire Rangoon in its entirety. I think I could have maybe taken a couple steps to just bring out the fish more, but that fish is just incredible. In this Rangoon, that's a solid 8.9. So that's still probably, top 10 goons I've had in my life. Not bad at all. Black bass, one of the tastier fishes you're ever gonna catch in your life. That wasn't the only type of fish I caught though. I also fried up some delicious beer-battered scup. Scup is a fish that doesn't get enough credit because it does not look impressive when you pull it out with the rod. People are like, ew, what is that? That's a little sea rodent, throw it back in. But look at that. This is a scup fillet. Oh my God, the cat is trying to eat my toe. And the next day, got ready for a bluefish feast with a side of leftover Rangoons. All right, so it's time for Goon Fest Part Dos, or shall I say Fresh Fish Fest Part Dos. We're starting with the leftover Rangoons though. This time I'm gonna bake them. I feel like I can justify eating Rangoons twice in 2 days if I bake the second batch. There's gotta be less calories than that. So I brushed them with olive oil and garlic. And now we are moving on to the bluefish fillet. I did a little marinade we got mustard, honey mustard, the best type of honey mustard in the world. Like, these guys are not a sponsor, but I'll just give them a quick little shout out. What's it called? Honey Cup. Uniquely Shap. This shit, it's more like honey than it's mustard, but it's just, that's what I look for in a honey mustard. So I put that on, and then I put mayonnaise on some garlic, and some lemon. You can also make a bluefish pate, which would go incredible in a Rangoon, but I feel like I've already had my fair share of cream cheese. You know, I know the cream cheese section of the food pyramid is deceptively small. So people are always telling me, hey, cut back on the cream cheese, dude. You got a fucking cream cheese gut. So I'm gonna broil that for probably 10, 15 minutes. But yes, I will be eating the goons first. And I'm gonna throw those in the oven right now. All right, you know, not as golden as the deep fried ones, but I'll eat them. You know what? That is not strong enough. I'm throwing on the fish mitt. Hey, how are you? It's time to take some bluefish out of the oven. I'm not a bluefish. I'm not good to eat. That's why I'm narrating and not in the fucking oven. Holy fuck. Oh yeah, the fish was still not strong enough. What the fuck? All right, now it's time to set the scene for the meal. Out here on the ocean, golden hour approaching. Come over here, we got a picnic bench with the mustard greens, the mustard, mayonnaise, lemon, garlic, bluefish, and the baked Rangoons. I prefer deep frying them, but the fact that I left all the flavors like in the mix, you know, just consuming each other for a day, I feel like the flavor profile is even better. But the crisp, not as good. The crunch, not as good. If I ever open a Rangoon shack, I'm sorry for any of like the health conscious people out there, but they're all gonna be deep fried. But don't worry, I will sell salads there as well. Now let's move on to the bluefish. That is incredible. You wanna know a story? My brother ordered bluefish at Legal Seafoods, and the waitress had to come up to him and warn him and be like, hey, it's a strong tasting fish. Are you ready for it? Yeah, he's had bluefish before, okay? We don't need like a warn. Why even put food on the menu if you have to warn people like, oh, well, you might not like it. Well, if you think they might not like it, don't even put it on the menu. This is delicious. Honey cup, honey mustard, mayonnaise, garlic, lemon. That's all you need for that. And that's a weekend. Do you guys remember when Mark Zuckerberg, he made a pledge that he was only going to eat meat he had killed himself? I'm going to make a pledge that as long as I am locked out of China, separated from who I eat, that the only goons I will make is when I'm putting shit I have caught myself inside them. That is a promise. I don't know if you couldn't hear it because of the wind, but that is a promise. Because I know everybody misses who I eat. So this will be my little protest. Only time you guys are going to get a gooned up episode if I catch what I'm putting inside it. No more fake crab. Fake crab Rangoons are incredible. Don't get me wrong. But it gives me something to look forward to. It gives me something to work for. Because I don't have a lot else going on right now, as most people do, I'm sure. So yeah, that's a promise. Hold me to it. I'll see you next time.